Okay, we'll keep some remarks and then we'll get started. Oh, hi Ben. That's Reuters. Hello Ben, how are you? So hello, good to see you Ben. Hello. That's Reuters. So you want to do the pictures before or yeah? Yeah, whatever we do afterwards. Yeah, it's actually Ben Blanchard, director of the Reuters in Taiwan. Hi Ben, he just came back from the UK. Yeah.
Sorry, our photographer is somewhere else today. So.
Yeah, but right now, right now the best photographs are on the.
So we will do another one afterwards. Is that okay? Yeah, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, very welcome to this press conference in honor of our special guest, Madam Vice Minister, Her Excellency Jovita Liubšienė. She is the Vice Minister of Economy and Innovation of Lithuania. So inviting her to speak very shortly. I'm very honored that she joins me here on the stage. And then after her speech, I will also be introducing some of the guests, with us in the audience. 那我们欢迎来到今天的记者会。那我们先请我们立陶宛的经创的政务次长来致辞。
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for welcoming us here in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and it is a great honor to be here. For me, this is the first time in Taiwan, and but for the Lithuania, I think that this visit we see as not as the start, but actually as the continuation and deepening of our relations with Taiwan. I do believe that in-depth relations, our focus on economy, on science, on trade, on technological and cultural cooperation will actually open the ways not only to businesses, to governments, but most of all to their people. People who actually share the same values of democracy, of rule of law, of human rights. And when we see in the different parts of the world actually that democracy is under the pressure of actions which of the authoritarian countries, we do believe that the countries of like-minded countries, has to stick together. Lithuanian government pursues their policy of diversification, and I do believe that we have to stick together. The countries, like-minded countries, try to find and build partnerships which are mutual benefit, built on mutual benefits, built on trust, and of course on human relations. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we will receive the translation very soon. And also allow me to take also this opportunity to introduce some of the VIPs we have with us tonight, right here. Okay, we have here in the presence of Ambassador Eric Huang. He's the representative of Taiwan in Lithuania. Thank you very much. 我们驻这个立陶宛的代表黄君耀黄大使。And also we have also members, important members also of the delegation. We have here, allow me to first also introduce, we have the Economic Advisor to the Prime Minister, Mr. Paulius Lukauskas, 我们立陶宛的总理的经济顾问。好，然后另外呢，我们也有这个来自于这个立陶宛的这个经创部的欧洲跟国际事务司的这个司长哦。那我们we have also Director of the European and International Affairs of the Department of Ministry of Innovation. We have Mr. Dimitris Lucevičius. Okay. Also, we also have here with us, we have the head of the export division of Ministry of Economic and Innovation. We have Ms. Edita Bernatole. Thank you very much. We also have the Vice President of Invest Lithuania. We have Mr. Laivis Makulis. And we also have, thank you very much, we also have a Director of International Trade and Development Innovation Agency. We have Ms. Rasa Ushnavinite. And also we have, thank you very much, Rasa. And we also have Shifan Liu. Shifan, he is also Deputy Director General of the European Affairs Department here at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So we later will translate the very important message our Madam Vice Minister just told us. Okay. And so before I proceed with the questions, so with the permission of Madam Vice Minister, is that okay if we proceed to the Q&A questions? Yes? Okay. Thank you very much. We have received some of your questions, and I will, maybe we do that also as a category. The first category about the representation office of Lithuania. I know a lot of them are waiting, so we do this category first, okay? 我们先做第一个类别是有关于这个立陶宛的这个社畜。那我们是不是这类别我们是不是请媒体先提问，好不好？有没有媒体？ Yes, okay, so we have Liberty Times. So we have Emily. Yes, Emily, thank you very much.
您好，想要请问关于立陶宛在台湾办事处的开馆时间。那前几天立陶宛经济部是有发一个公告，就说明嘛，大概是今年秋天。那想请问有没有更具体的时间点？然后这个驻台湾的代表是不是已经确定是从民间吗，还是从官方？ 然后这件事情大概从去年秋天延了几次到现在，中间请问是因为有遇到什么困难吗？所以才延后？谢谢。
Thank you. So I would need a translation. 嘉豪。
My question concerns the timing of the opening of the Lithuania representative office in Taiwan. And of course, the Ministry of Economy and Innovation of Lithuania already had released a statement that the representative office would be established this fall. But is there any information regarding more specific timing? And also, has the person been selected to serve as the representative of Lithuania in Taiwan? Will it be a private citizen or will it be a government official? And also, I would like to ask if there are any reasons behind the delay of the establishment.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the question. And Minister is always right. If the Minister says that it will be the autumn, so it will be the autumn. To be more precise, we hope that we will open the office as of September. Hopefully, on the occasion of opening of the office, there will be as well the visit of Lithuanian business delegation representing business from biotech sector as well as well-known laser sector of Lithuania. So we do believe that it will be not only their official opening, but as well one more step in deepening our relations. And I'm glad to announce that actually we just announced the competition for the head of the office in Taiwan. I'm pretty sure that it will be really a tough competition. There will be a lot of competitors striving to become the head of the office in Taiwan, because it's in Lithuania. It's a topic. There are discussions about Taiwan and our deep cooperation with Taiwan, and our future relation is very high on the agenda and high on people's minds. So I do believe that in upcoming couple of months we can announce already the name. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We need translation for that very important message. Thank you.
的确，我们经济部有宣布会在秋季开馆哦。那当然希望说时间点能够在9月份。那当然也是说，在接下来的时间点会有很多立陶宛各个产业，像是雷射的立陶宛最著名的雷射产业等，他们非常多产业、非常多企业的代表组团来台湾的时候，会是一个非常好的开馆的时机。那也相信说，这样子正式开馆的这样子的一个作为，能够一定会进一步深化台湾跟立陶宛的双边关系。那也很高兴能够我们也都宣布了，就是我们即将会展开，就是对于驻台代表人选的一个遴选的作业。那相信这样子的一个遴选，竞争会非常激烈。因为现在在立陶宛的社会里面呢，对于台立双边关系、台湾的议题重视度跟讨论度都非常的高。那非常期待说接下来能够很快的就能够找出一个人选，并且宣布这个人选的名字。
Thank you very much. And similar questions I have also received from Novia CNA. She's not here, but she asked me to raise her question. I think it has been answered, but in case I will read her question as well, is whether Lithuania is about to open an office in Taiwan and whether Madam Vice Minister has visited the location herself during her stay or has chosen the location. We'll be able to share more details about any concrete date of official inauguration, what will be the name of their office, and whether the personnel, the candidate has been selected to be the representative of Lithuania in Taiwan. And I will leave that to see whether Madam Vice Minister, she has something more to add, or otherwise we can also pass the next question.
Thank you for the questions. Many questions related to the office. So yes, we have visited possible premises, but as the contract is not yet signed, so I will keep the address to myself, but the premises are selected in the very good location, very comfortable, so maybe we may invite for the first briefing the press when we open, and it will be easy to find, rest assured. You will not get lost in Taipei, and as it is stated, it will be the trade representative office. That's it.
Excellent. We're so looking forward to it. Translation, 嘉豪, thanks.
那当然我们有非常多大家都非常关心，就是我们立陶宛在台湾开馆的这件事情哦。那当然这一次访台，我们也有抽空去看了一些潜在的地点，但是并没有正式的签约，所以这个相关的地址还不方便公布哦。那当然希望说这是一个非常舒适、非常适合我们作业的一个地方。那开馆之后呢，一定也会向大家宣布。
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, with the permission of our Madam Vice Minister, we move to next category. Oh, do we have any other questions? Okay, we took 2 more questions. Okay, so I'll have first Xiaoqiao, and then we have Ben. Is that okay? Xiaoqiao from CNA, and then we have Ben from Reuters.
Hi, I'm Joe from Central News Agency. I'm here. I just want to ask a follow-up question on the office. And you said you just announced the selection for the competition for the head. So as we wanted to know whether it will be open to like the general public from the private sector, or you want someone already in your government to do so, and how's the selection process, how's this competition is going to take place? And also to follow up, because originally we are expecting sometime in spring. I'm not sure if there's a reason for the delay that until September maybe. Thank you.
So about the process. In Lithuania, we have a very specific process for their selecting state service people, the people who serve in the government. So as you hear from me, as we have a really full selection procedure, and it is done actually not really by the Ministry of Economy or Innovation. It is, well, in our system is centralized, so the Department of State Service actually is doing the selection. There would be, of course, the person has to provide CV, has to provide the vision or their plan of actions, and depending on a number of the candidates, we have 2 stage or 1 stage. If there are more than 20, we usually have an exam and then interview. If it's less than 10 people, we can have only the interview. So it depends very much. The selection process really doesn't differ from when, for example, we select our trade representative or commerce attaché in other countries. So it really doesn't differ in the process at all. And on the reasons, you know, in our system, Ministry of Economy and Innovation never had their full functioning, full-fledged trade office. So bear with us, and we will finalize the legal procedures. This is the reason.
It's a very rigorous procedure. Wonderful, wonderful. Translation for that. Thank you.
其实，在立陶宛政府 只要是要在政府里面服务的人，我们的遴选的过程都是相当特定的。那当然，我们本身立陶宛也会有一个公务服务的一个部门，然后专门是在进行公务部门人力方面的遴选计划。那我们在遴选的整个过程，基本上就视人数而定。如果是10个人以内的话，就会进行面试；超过20人的话，可能就会有第一阶段的考试跟第2阶段的面试。其实跟大部分的求职的形式非常的类似，只是说我们经创部来讲呢，本身并没有在海外有一个全面的，比如说经贸办公室这样子的一个潜力，台湾算是第一个案例，所以我们为了这个第一个案例，还必须要在研拟相关的法律程序，正在研拟当中。
Okay, thank you very much. I know Ben Blanchard, director from the Reuters in Taiwan, also has a question.
Thank you, Minister. I actually have a question unrelated to your representative office in Taiwan. So, the Lithuanian relationship with Taiwan, which is increasingly close, has obviously, as we all know, attracted a lot of anger from China. The Lithuanian diplomats in Beijing have had to leave. China has banned the imports of beef and beer and dairy products, for example. Now, China is the world's second largest economy. Taiwan is obviously a very important economy, especially for technology, but it is, of course, a much smaller economy than China's. So the impact that Lithuania has seen from this sort of punishment from China, are you confident you're going to be able to substitute or make up that impact with increasing trade from with Taiwan? Thank you.
Okay, we need translation for that if that's okay into Mandarin. Okay, so translation for that, and actually, yes, 嘉豪。
就是台湾跟立陶宛最近的关系越来越深化，那在整个过程当中，基本上也是激怒了中国。那当然，立陶宛现在跟中国之间的贸易基本上不是减少就是终止了。那但是呢，就是那透过跟台湾的经贸深化跟增加，能不能够去足以弥补掉，就是跟中国对华贸易终止或者减少的这样子的一个损失
Thank you. With the permission of Madam Vice Minister.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the question. Let us speak in numbers. Lithuania was exporting to China around 240 million of Lithuanian origin goods, and triple as much re-exporting. Our general exports is 33 billion euros. Well, we count in euros. So you can see that it was an important export partner, but it was not the export partner who actually can damage our exports so much directly. There, of course, as right now, if we look at the numbers of the first quarter, we see that our exports are actually close to zero if we compare the same period of the first quarter of the last year. And of course, it's very painful for certain sectors, for certain businesses, and for certain parts of the economy. But if we take overall impact, I do believe that be it Taiwan or any other country in Asia, if we trade, the 240 million is not the amount that you cannot substitute. And if we look at the numbers of the first quarter, for example, the trade turnover with Taiwan was growing rapidly. It has grown more than 26%. Of course, the numbers are not there at that level, but as I mentioned in my introduction, one of the policies this government, our government, pursues is actually policy of diversification. We were successful in diversifying our energy, we will be successful in diversifying our trade. So I do believe that finding the good, solid, trusted, and reliable partners in Taiwan, in other Asia-Pacific, Indo-Pacific countries, I think that it would be even more beneficial for us than before. Thank you.
240 million euros.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for the very important message, and we need translation for that. Thank you, 嘉豪。
立陶宛对华出口是2.4亿欧元哦，是一个很重要的出口市场。那立陶宛的整体出口总额的话，去年是330亿欧元。所以基本上可以看得出来，中国它有它的重要性。那的确就是，如果再去看今年的第一季 Q1 对华出口是将近0的，那比起去年的同期，基本上都减少非常非常多，使得立陶宛国内的一些产业跟企业其实相当的痛苦。但这只是对华出口2.4亿，但就整体的话是330亿。那这样相比之下，2.4亿其实并不是无法透过加强对台贸易，或者是对其他亚洲国家地区增加贸易来讲呢，并不是不可能填补的回来。像对台湾的贸易额，像今年增加26%，就是整体变成去年的之前的126%的意思。那基本上立陶宛中央政府他们整体的一个对外的一个政策就是要多角化。那先前既然能够成功的让立陶宛的能源能够多角化，那贸易自然也能够多角化。那透过的方式不外乎就是要像跟台湾以及在印太地区能够多的更值得相信、更可靠的贸易伙伴能够增加贸易，这样子的做法绝对能够对立陶宛有利。
Thank you very much. And actually, Ben already brought us to the second category. What we're talking about is about, China, the economic coercion has been exerting. In that sense, we're opening the floor also to more questions from reporters about this category. Okay, I would do like your name first, and then also Emily also has a question. Yes, you could like to state your name, and then we do. Okay, Emily. Yeah,
this is Ting Ting from TVBS.
TVBS.
Hi,
Ting
nice
Ting,
to meet
yeah.
you. So it's a follow-up on the China question. So from what I know is that the Foreign Minister Landbergers in May in Parliament in the Sejm, he actually mentioned how currently exports to Taiwan made up of 1/6 of exports. Former exports to China, and indeed that's quite an impressive number. But the issue with the common public and maybe the opposition in Lithuania is that the numbers is not enough, it is not quick enough. Why should we put all eggs in one basket? So from time to time we have been seeing Lithuanian media reports criticizing or doubting the friendship between Taiwan and Lithuania. So, as a government, how do you actually counter or curb that, to convince the public that friendship with Taiwan is actually for a better long-term benefits, is actually long-term wise is beneficial.
Yeah, okay, shall we do the translation into Mandarin first? Yes, okay, about the question from TVBS Ting Ting. 翻中文，谢谢。Would you like to restate? Can you restate really quick the main focus of your question? And Jiahao, pay attention, please.
It's okay, I'll just say in Chinese. 我的意思是说，就是在5月份的时候，立陶宛的外交部长沈英在他们的国会上提到说，目前对于立陶宛对于台湾的出口是原有对于中国出口的1/6。可是在这个数字上面，其实的确看得出来是有进展非常快的。但是时不时我们可以看到，在立陶宛的舆论当中，对于与台湾交朋友这件事情，他们是有非常大的质疑。那这样子造成说，立陶宛的目前的执政党会时常的不断的被抨击。那目前作为执政政府，要怎么的去说服他们现在的民众，就是说跟台湾继续有个长久的关系，是长久来讲是比较有利益的。
Thank you very much for the question. But Lithuania as well as Taiwan are democratic countries. So I think that discussion going on about the trade partners, about the different ways and approaches to the economic affairs, the ways to do business, is actually shows that the democracy is very healthy. People have their opinion, and this is what about their freedom of expression and freedom of opinion. So I really welcome the discussion, because in the discussion we have the truth usually. But coming back to our trade with Taiwan, I think that the numbers, and not only the trade numbers, but their cooperation projects will speak for itself, because we we do understand that the business can be just encouraged by governments, but the business are done by business community, the corporation and family business and startups. They do business affairs. They do their contacts. We can only facilitate to make these contacts come true. So I do believe that there will be a lot of successful projects in business, in science, maybe in technology, and maybe in the culture in the future. I do believe that together with our counterparts and with the Taiwanese ambassador in Lithuania, we're working very hard to make those projects successful. And I hope that in the upcoming year we can announce some. But there are already some success stories. For example, Taiwanese startup in fintech actually was registered a couple of weeks ago in Lithuania. It was already mentioned that their Lithuanian chocolate and different kind of foods are extremely popular, and I would like to thank actually Taitra, ITRI, and many more agencies and organizations in Taiwan helping to promote Lithuanian goods. And I hope some good news to come, but I will leave that for the next week, maybe, to be announced, because more Lithuanian officials are coming. And maybe I should have done that in the beginning of my intervention. But really, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, National Development Council, Ministry of Economy, Ministry of Science and Technology. This is only few of the Taiwanese institutions which are working together to make our cooperation successful. In Lithuania, you can, for every institution, you actually can find a counterpart, and I hope, well, I am sure that we will have many successful projects and the numbers as well.
Excellent. Thank you so very much. Translation. Thank you.
立陶宛跟台湾都是民主的社会，那在最大的好处，民主最大的好处就是大家都可以坐下来讨论不同的经济策略跟政策还有做法，那就是有多元的意见哦。那在讲到贸易数字的时候，当然一方面政府会去讲到整体经济体里面的，比如说贸易的数字啊、经济的数字等等，但是在另外一方面呢，产业界他们在乎的是他们自己的事业、自己的获利，像是有很多大企业啊、中小企业，还有新创公司等等。那政府能够扮演的角色，就是去创造一个更好的环境，去促进这些企业跟他们的伙伴之间能够媒合，那这样子在未来就能够取得更多在科技发展或者是事业方面的成功。那事实上，台湾在立陶宛那边的大使呢，已经非常努力，也促成了很多的成果哈。希望说这些专案未来都能够非常成功。那当然，目前已经看到了一些成就，例如说像是几周之前有台湾的金融。就是 fintech 金融科技方面的一些新创公司有在立陶宛那边也是有一些事业的。那立陶宛跟台湾也有共同投资的一些巧克力的事业哈，然后立陶宛的巧克力在台湾也是非常的受欢迎。这些也都非常感谢就是台湾的贸协啦、工研院等不同的组织来帮助推广立陶宛的产品。那当然，下礼拜其实也会有立陶宛其他的官员访问台湾。那就以经济贸易经创部次长来讲呢，他本身跟台湾的部会在合作的，当然包括了外交部、国发会、经济部、科技部等。那透过这些合作，跟这些部会的合作，相对应的部会，那当然未来一定会有更好的数字跟更好的成就。
Thank you. And I know there are more questions about in this category. 应该有其他媒体的提问，是不是？还有有关于这个中国经济压力的自由医生，是不是有提问？还是
好，想请问一下，因为大概从中国对立陶宛施加经济压力的经济胁迫这个事情，大概已经快要1年了嘛？去年夏天开始，秋天开始，那立陶宛面对就是中国这一些经济胁迫，我想要问的是说，到目前为止，以立陶宛来看，立陶宛从民主阵营获得的支持足够吗？就是立陶宛认为还有没有一些可能别的需求或是什么的？那 另一个也是接续刚刚有提到，因为刚刚那个次长有提到，现在有很多专案在进行中。那台湾这边我们有设置那个中东欧投资基金嘛，那是investment fund， 然后它是4月的时候正式启动。我是想要问说，这个基金目前和立陶宛的企业在互动对接上面，是不是已经有一些初步的进展可以跟我们分享？
Thank you very much. We need translation for these two important
Right.
questions.
It has been over a year since China exerted pressure, economic pressure on Lithuania. And facing such pressure, do you think that Lithuania has received enough support from the democratic world? And of course, there is a project underway, which is an investment fund in Central and Eastern European countries, which started in April. And what results have you seen since the introduction of this investment fund?
Thank you. With the permission.
Thank you for the questions. I think when China started its economic coercion measures against Lithuania, against the whole country, actually cutting our exports to zero in last December, I think there was underestimation what kind of their international reaction we can expect. The most important thing was that we are of course Lithuania, we are an independent country, but the most important thing is we are the members of the EU and NATO, and the European Union exists. And because it has a single market, a common market of 500 people, our companies are not just Lithuanian capital companies. In Lithuania, there are working a lot of international, multinational companies. There are different countries have invested. The major investors in Lithuania are Germany, United States, Nordic European countries like Sweden, Denmark, Norway, and many more. So once you try to press the country which is in alliance, in economic alliance in this case, you actually could have expected that there would be a reaction not only from us and our like-minded partners like Taiwan, but as well from the European Union itself. And it took only a month for the European Union to collect the evidence and to file the case in WTO, in World Trade Organization. We are now have to have a process and evaluation, and of course all the due diligence of this case. But the WTO accepted the case. This was this as well shows that actually it has the sense and that it has a rationale. And if we look actually not only to the media or personal reactions, but to the official statements, not only from the EU but from the US, the countries of this region, I do believe that. We have the support and we have the understanding that maybe this time is our time, but the next time it could come someone else. And I do believe that we have to demonstrate our resilience. And I was saying, the countries, like-minded countries, democratic countries, rule-abiding countries probably have to stick together in order to have a strength.
Excellent. Very, very well said. Okay, we need translation for the important remarks.
中国对立陶宛施压之后呢，当然也在去年12月把立陶宛向中国所有的输出产品全部都降到大概0了。那基本上我们当时就有在去计算，就是去研判说到底会有接收到哪一些的国际的反应。那当然最重要的国家就是最重要的一件事情就是说立陶宛是一个独立国家，同时也是欧盟成员，也是北约的成员。那也要知道说欧盟是一个5亿人口的单一共同市场，所以在立陶宛的经济的状况基本上就是说，对立陶宛内部有自己我们国家的企业，但是也有很多是欧洲的跨国企业。那立陶宛也有很多外资，主要的外资来自德国、美国、瑞典、丹麦、挪威等。那所以说，立陶宛在遭遇到中国的压力的时候，预期就是说， 既然作为一个欧盟这样子一个联盟的成员，整个联盟应该也会有反应，不只是立陶宛或者是其他理念相近的像台湾这样子的国家有相关的反应哈。那当然我们也是花了一个月的时间哈。那欧盟他们有去做取证的工作，然后立陶宛方面也有去做一些尽职调查，去做很多的分析啊。那把这样子一切整理成一个案件交给世界贸易组织。那世界贸易组织他们也都有接受到，我们对于就是中国的一些贸易的一些状况，我们所提出来的一个甚至抗议了。那基本上就是说，如果你去看很多人对立陶宛遭遇中国压力的一些反应，那尤其是不只是私人的一些意见，甚至包括了比如美国、欧盟许多重要官员他们的一些官方的发言，其实都不难看得到，就是立陶宛有获得相关的支持，而且立陶宛其实也很明白自己一定要去展现就是自己的一个就是经济的韧性哦。那也相信说要透过这个事件啊，立陶宛遭受到中国的压力这件事件，其实大家都明白的看得出来说，这件事情能够发生在立陶宛身上，就可能随时都会发生在其他国家身上。那唯有民主、守法且守信用的国家团结在一起，我们才能够更加有经济韧性。
Before answering your second part of the question on the investment fund, maybe just the last sentence that actually EU even started the discussion about to have a special regulation for to counteract their coercive measures coming from the third countries. So I do believe that this as well shows that EU tries to build the resilience within the economic coercion area as well. As for investment fund, it's a pity because when I was leaving the Taiwan capital company, which is implementing an administrating investment fund, actually CEO of the company was coming to Vilnius to meet some of their project managers of Lithuanian companies, actually, in order to maybe already select and finance some of the projects. As you know, in business, everything is the commercial secret, but I can say that there are a lot of work already done. Maybe one project, one of the first, hopefully, will be in the laser sector, and many more to follow. So, but it takes some time actually to select, and then to sign the agreements, and to decide all the details.
Thank you very much. Okay, in translation, thank you.
刚刚讲到就是说要展现经济韧性跟经济团结，那其实欧盟他们已经有在讨论是否要在设立就是针对第三国的可能来自的经济压力去制定一些特殊的法规哈，所以就是说其实透过这样子的一个立法过程，整个欧盟也在打造自己的一个经济韧性。那投资基金的部分来讲，就是说台湾的投资基金相关的许多的干部啊代表。还有相关的主管呢，基本上已经在立陶宛那边正在跟当地的许多的企业合作的伙伴正在讨论，并且要去遴选他们要融资的一些专案对象。那当然当中牵扯到非常多的商业秘密，但是能够透露的部分就是说，他们目前第一个遴选的是一个跟雷射相关的一个产业。那当然后续也会有非常多企业有接收到这样相关的基金融资。那当然。遴选的作业、签约的作业本身是还要再花时间的，所以还要再等一下。
Okay, thank you so very much. And I have also questions from reporters we're watching right now on live stream. They have submitted also questions in this regard. It's from CNA, from Novia, also from Kaixiang. And I will read the questions in Mandarin first. 中央社有雅诗跟凯翔提问哦，那他们问就是说，中国近日禁止台湾的石斑鱼的输入，那立陶宛呢，今年2月也才因为政治因素遭到中国禁止输入牛肉，所以想请问次长。 长认为国际社会该如何来共同回应中国的一个经济的霸凌的手段。So questions from CNA, from Novia and Kaishang, and they're asking, China has recently banned imports of Taiwanese groupers, our high-seed fish. In February this year, Lithuania also faced a similar situation when China banned imports on beef from Lithuania for political considerations. I wonder whether, Madam Vice Minister, how do you think of how can the international community should collectively respond to China economic intimidation? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the question. As almost like everything was banned since 1st of December. You know, there are only the official declaration that you ban beef. It doesn't really change much at all. And you know, it is, on one hand, it is a unique situation when one country actually enacting a systemic and not proportional measures to another. But I do believe when we started to look at our situation and what happened in the world, there are lots of different kind of examples when authoritarian countries were actually pushing and putting a pressure on their neighbors and more distant countries. And I do believe that your example with the fruits and with the fish, which is extremely nice and good, we tried it several times during the visit. So I do believe that this actually just confirms the situation that, you know, the authoritarian countries may have a good business, but they put a high risk, and the decisions lies in one hands which are not based on a business case, but based on politics. And I do believe that on our sides, on the democratic country sides, on like-minded countries, you know, EU started to think about anti-coercion measures together. I think that we have really to try maybe to think about our international instruments of the same kind. On the other hand, we have a WTO. I'm sure that, you know, WTO panel ruling will be on our side as well.
Very well said. Thank you. We need translation. Thank you, Jiahao.
从12月1号开始，中国就对立陶宛的基本上是已经实施全面的禁止进口。那这很难得看到，就是有一个国家就是用很全面性、很针对性的一个方式去对付一个特定的国家。那我们看看自己的情形，也看看台湾，也发现说，其实不难看见说，就是有这种独裁国家会把一些经济的压力施加在无论是远还是近的小国上面。那其实台湾被禁止的这些无论是鱼也好还是水果也好，基本上此行都有机会吃到，也都蛮好吃的。可以看得出来，就是说这些专制的国家，他们虽然可能一时之间可能会看得到说他在他那边做生意有很大的利多，可是其实背后有很多的风险。他们对于许多商业上面所做出来的制裁行为，其实很多时候也不是出于商业的考量，而是出于政治的考量。所以这个时候呢，我们这些民主国家啦，或者是理念相近的国家，就是必须要团结起来。像欧盟本来就已经在制定，刚刚有讲过一个对抗可能来自第三方国家的经济压力的这样子相关的特殊法规。那除了欧盟内部之外呢，事实上整个国际也需要相关的法律工具去制定出来。那相信说我们对在世界贸易组织这边提出的申诉之后，我相信WTO 那边所做出来的裁定也会是对立陶宛是比较支持的。
Okay, thank you so very much. I want to open the floor also to see whether the other questions, additional question you would like to raise. Yeah, Emily has. 逸轩还有其他问题想问吗？还是 Soldier? Okay, yes. Okay, 小乔 has one. Emily, perhaps you have another. Or yeah, okay. So two more last questions. Anybody? 好，那其他如果其他我们就还是梦丽也有问题，好没有 ？OK， 好，来小乔中央社。
I just want to ask Vice Minister your major takeaway in Taiwan after this trip, and how is that meeting your expectation beforehand? Thank you.
Okay, very good. Okay, so shall we grab up the question also? 逸轩要不要一起问？还是一样的？ Oh, actually I have the same question. Okay, thank you.
You know, I am really amazed of the hospitality of the Taiwanese people, of their really concentration on how to proceed and pursue our cooperation, and really focus on their targets and on their priority sectors. We agreed. I'm taking back that we actually set really very good but very ambitious agenda, and I do believe that next time we meet, we can share really the results. I hope that would be maybe next year.
Yes, looking forward to. Excellent. Okay, translation, 嘉豪 thank you.
这次当然是深深的感受到台湾非常热情的款待，然后台湾对于台立深化关系这样子，台湾跟立陶宛之间合作这种积极的态度哈，还有大家对于目标的设定、目标的专注的程度都非常非常令人敬佩哈。那当然就是说，我们也是有讨论说我们要优先合作的有哪些领域跟产业，然后我们达成共识之后，我们所设的目标也是非常非常积极的目标。那希望说明年来能够宣布非常好的消息，非常好的成果。
Thank you very much. If there's no more questions from our media friends, just double checking, no more questions. So please also join me in really thanking for the presence of our Excellency, Madame Liu Neshine, for her present here, bringing a very distinguished delegation to Taiwan in her historical trip to Taiwan. We've been long awaiting for her arrival, and we're really looking forward to the strengthening of the relationship between Lithuania and Taiwan. 我们也非常谢谢我们的这个政务次长远道而来，带了一个这个访问团来，也非常谢谢我们的这个媒体朋友今天的这个参加。So before we conclude, as per request of the reporters, shall we have like a group picture? Is that okay? 我们大家大合照好不好？ So we'd like to invite our ambassador or all members of the delegation to come up onto the stage. We do a group picture. Okay, with our Vice Minister at the center. And so, okay, thank you. Oh, okay, yes, okay. All right, I forgot. Very important concluding remarks. Yes, please. Also, we won't miss those words. Okay. So we need Jia Hao. Okay, concluding remarks, and maybe you can also restate some of the very important message at the beginning. They want to hear it again. Yes.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I really want to thank all the ministries, National Development Council, MFA, MOFA, Ministry of Economy, Science and Technology. And you know what? I think that this is really the time when our different sectors cooperation will start and go deeper. One extremely important thing is we have to build people-to-people relation. Once all the COVID restrictions will be lifted, we invite Taiwanese people to Lithuania because the tourism, bilateral tourism, of course, both directions is extremely important to explore Lithuania, to see, and actually to believe your eyes. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so very much. We're waiting for a translation for this important concluding remarks.
这次访台非常感谢跟台湾接触的各个部会，包括了外交部啦、经济部、科技部、国发会等。那此时正是这个时机呢，我们各个产业之间的合作要如火如荼的展开。 那更重要的是，我们要发展人民与人民之间的交流。当然，这诚挚的邀请所有的台湾人，在疫情结束之后呢，一定要务必来到立陶宛观光，观光非常的重要，也可以亲自去看一看立陶宛。然后，因为眼见为凭嘛，真的要去看一看立陶宛。
Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.